Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to look into today Meghan and her mystical side. Now listen, we've done a Mystic Meg video earlier this week. I have been predicting a while, well for about 3 years, that they were basically trying to channel Princess Diana's spirit. So Tom Power confirmed that Harry had in fact told friends in London when he was over for the court case that Meghan had said she's in contact with his mother and being Princess Diana, and his mother says everything's going to work out fine. So we are going to have a look-see and see if Meghan is trying to contact any other members and associates of the royal family who have passed, and we're going to start and have a look into that. Because if they're trying to co-opt Princess Diana's memory, why not Queen Elizabeth II? I can see that attaching too. So let's have a look with the cards. So okay. Straight away we have the 10 of Pentacles, rich and wealthy family. This is also protection. I wonder if there's protection around, spiritual protection. What's crossing over the Queen of Wands? Four of Swords, that's my death cards. Okay. Temperance. I'm getting goosebumps. It's basically like taking the bits of somebody they like, and I think she has, you know. I'm going to have a look. I think she told Harry that the Queen has been in touch with Meghan. Temperance underneath. She's holding a mirror up. There, they are weakens. She wants to take the attributes of the royal family and Queen Elizabeth, and I feel like we are going to get Meghan saying she's had like psychic experiences. But don't trust that. We've got Temperance in reverse underneath. She thought it was enough to have married Harry. She thought it was enough to have the kids. And I say have as in surrogates. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse there. The Wheel of Fortune and Strength in reverse. So we can say fate. So she's very much thinking that this is fate. I'm going to have to get some more cards on this. Because why are they taking us back to his childhood? I want to reframe it as she's kind of like keeping him in this traumatized state. It's like nothing is ever enough, you know? So Meghan told, because Meghan would be Queen of Wands. We've got the Queen of Wands crossing over, and Meghan is a Leo. Leo is a fire sign. Fire signs relate to the suit of Wands. And she comes out in my royal readings as Queen of Wands. And we also have the Virgin and Leo, the Lion, on the Strength card. Harry is a Virgo. So you've got Leo and Virgo. That's the weakened position and fate. Let's have a look at Meghan. 10 of Wands. Getting a relief from carrying a burden. Death in reverse. The burning away of the old to bring in the new. Very cathartically. The Star in reverse. And the Hermit underneath. They're having real difficulty reading what King Charles is doing, because King Charles is not reacting. They're not reacting to anything at all about the Harkles. Anything. They're not saying a damn thing. King Charles is just like, no, I'm just going off like an iceberg. You just see what's on the top. You don't know what's going on underneath. And that is weirding her out. She knows what's with Harry. She's trying to keep him as the King of Wands leaving the situation. Uncle Elton, the Hangsman, not learning. This is the Nine of Swords, anxiety and stresses. Judgment in reverse. And the World in reverse. Two of Wands, she's working with someone regarding this situation. I feel like she is saying to Harry that she feels the Queen Elizabeth's presence, that she knows she's around them, that she is with them. We've got the King of Wands leaving the situation. I think Auntie Elton might be aware of some of this behaviour, but not all of it. And the reason behind this behaviour is something to do with Harry. The Hanged Man in reverse does not. Things don't happen quick enough for them. She's working with somebody else on this, though. She's talking to somebody else on this. Oh, let's have a look, Doria. This is the Queen of Cups straight away, so you've got that Princess Diana energy. Trying to be like King of Cups in reverse crossing over. They want to take away all of this stuff. There's the Mexic card. Let's have a look what's underneath. Six of Pentacles. I feel like Doria's definitely got stuff to do with trying to say the channeling Diana. I think she's definitely got stuff to do with Meghan. I feel the problem that they feel is the King of Cups crossing over, and that's King of Cups would be Cancerian, that would be William. And I feel like this is very much a attempt. This is what bothers them. They don't like William being popular. They really don't like it. And Doria sees that as her problem. So if Doria sees that as her problem, that's all she's hearing from Harry and Meghan. She's like, oh, well, I'll fix this by doing this. She's still bothered by this whole kind of Megxit stuff. I wonder if she's the one who's telling them to hand back their titles. There's Judgment. There's a Tower in reverse. There's Temperance in reverse. Knight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the Hierophant. What Temperance in reverse twice? So people are really trying to kind of like muddy the waters, move things around, create almost like a portal. But they don't realize that it's just a reflection of themselves. Both of them have that energy. The Tower in reverse for Doria. I know the Harkles are going through a terror moment at the minute. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse as well there. They really don't like William and Catherine. Now, Catherine's a Capricorn, so she comes through as Pentacles. I wonder if they're trying to do something at the minute, some energy work around the IPP case. And then the Hierophant. They've got something planned coming up for the Monarchy. That is for sure. They are trying to do something with the Monarchy. Let's have a look at Harry. It's Harry in there, all of this. The Empress. He really does believe he's speaking to his mother. He really does believe he's communicating with his grandmother as well. We have the Four of Swords in reverse there as well. Five of Wands above. Fighting in the press. The Moon in reverse. This guy, man, he is so far off his tree. Like, he has no real grasp on terra firma. He doesn't know where he's coming or going. I'm kind of like starting to believe he really believes in some pretty outlandish things. I mean, there are all kind of, that's another time for another video, but I mean, he may even start believing in like really, I mean, I know there's secret societies and stuff, don't get me wrong, we know there's clubs everywhere, we all know there's little bits, but this guy is just like woof. you know, you make David Icke blush, I feel. The moon in reverse. The tower in reverse. The King of Pentacles, he's worried about himself, first and foremost. And the Two of Swords, he's weighing something up. The Emperor, daddy issues, mammy issues, and the King of Wands in reverse. Auntie Elton, you're going to have to pay out some money to your... The Five of Cups there, he's not receptive. He's not good at receiving anything. The King of Wands in reverse. They have people around them, man, that are so reductive, that are so negative. They wouldn't have got into this position if they weren't so enabled, if you know what I mean. And when anyone says we don't think it's a good idea, they're just like, go. It's like the Emperor's New Clothes. It's something like it's like a fable. It's like it's just crazy to me. I just don't understand how you don't listen to well, it's like the Titan sub. I mean, God bless those poor souls. But that guy, the guy who Stockton Rush, he just went in there, oh, well, the rules don't apply to me because I'm ever so clever. And it's that same attitude to marketing and people who have got PR expertise and podcasting expertise. It's just like, well, I don't feel like it's right, so it can't be right. They've got this kind of... Anyway, so the King of Pentacles in reverse there. It's just... he's worried about himself. He has got, straight away, he does think he's in contact with his mother. He has got mother issues. He does believe that they are contacting Queen Elizabeth. I don't think it's to the extent of Princess Diana, but I do feel like there is some energy there that they say, oh, Queen Elizabeth's gone into the light now, and she realizes that she is, you know, we are all energetic beings of blah 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 blah, and she is around loving you. And as much as that possibly is an element of truth in it, when we pass, when we cross over, whether you know, this is just what I believe, you know, you can call me whatever, but when you pass over, your personality, you as a person, as an essence, stay in a more kind of like complete way. You don't kind of just like, you know, zip off and then just become a being of light and start, you know, descending to wherever. You can stay anchored to the earth. You can stay anchored to your loved ones and go when you want and come and go. It's, you know, it's a different reality. It's a different dimension. You can't disperse energy, and all energy, electricity and energy, you can only ground it, or just, you know, it doesn't, it's something that cannot be killed. And I feel like as though she'll want things to be all right for Harry and everything, but she also has her direct children that she'll be very concerned about. She'll be concerned about Charles. She'll be concerned about Andrew. She'll be concerned about Edward. I mean, Anne. I mean, come on. So I think they have difficulty. We're going to have major difficulty with trying ownership in Queen Elizabeth's essence that way. The King of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Swords. They is weighing something up. The Emperor upright is, of course, King Charles. He's very concerned about King Charles. And the King of Wands in reverse. Now, I feel like this could be Auntie Elton, but I also feel this is very Amid Scabies, Darkus Anderson. These people are just going in and going, yeah, okay, we're going to make some money. They are trying, and they're going to try later in the year to bring down the monarchy. And Harry and Meghan will have to give back the titles, but that's a different reading. I think I've already done that one. It should be up sometime now or before this one, or maybe just after it. It's going to up though. But there is a lot going on here. There was a lot of noise. There was a lot of mess. And as with always with the Harkles, you've got to find that thread. And then once you find the little thread, dig around a bit and we're going to get there. We just want to know the truth. Now, a lot of things can happen in between now and whenever this happens. But I'm getting a lot of sorry, my cat's just said hello to me. Hello, darling. I'm getting a lot of issues. They're going to have a lot of issues this year. A lot more issues this year. The only way they can save any grace from this is giving up the titles. I think it's an idea and a possibility now at the moment. I don't think they're completely sold on it. They do like their titles. But I think it's something that can happen. As far as with Queen Elizabeth's going, I think they have been contacted and she has been around them. And that's the impression that Meghan is liking to give. Doria and Meghan are trying to do some energy work. Oh. Harry is also involved in all this in some serious woo-woo. They're going to give it all they've got. So, yeah. That moon in reverse for Harry. He's so disconnected with reality, guys. Honestly. Anyway, I better go and give Merlin some treats. Thank you very much if you've made it this far. I hope you've appreciated this slightly weird reading. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Let me know if there's any readings you'd like me to do. Don't just do the royal family and that overseas extended family. I can do other ones as well. Thanks very much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.